Video we are talking about the most three important things you have to know before you solve any questions using recursion. The first one is that recursion, it looks like a function called itself, but in reality is that when every time you call itself, you have to pass the smaller problem. And the third one is when you code the solution, there are two sections you have to code it. The first one is base case. Base case is the smallest problem to solve. The second one is recursive rule. It's the general one. Is that when you know the smaller, you assume that you know the smaller problem. And after you know the answer of the smaller problem, what can you do for the problem you are trying to solve? For example, here is the Fibonacci sequence. When every time we want to know what is f2, which is 0 plus 1 is equal to 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on. So this is the example for recursion problem. First, it looks like a function calls itself. But in reality, what is f5? f5 is its previous number's sum. So we assume that we know the smaller problem, f4 and f3. And what can we get the answer for f5, which is the sum of them. So it's you pass the smaller problem to the function and you get the answer that you want. When we do the implementation, it will look like this. The first thing is we have to write our base case. And the second part is our recursive rule. The base case is the smallest problem, and we know what's the smallest problem's answer. For example, f0 and f1. f0 is 0, f1 is 1. If we don't have this base case, our recursive call will just keep calling, and then it will just become Stack Overflow. So this is the most important things we have to think about when we write the recursion. The recursive rule is that now we want to solve fn, and how can we get the answer? Let's assume we already know what's the previous number of fn. It's n minus 1 and n minus 2. And we will believe that when we pass f n minus 1 and n minus 2, we will get the answer. After we get the answer, we just add these two numbers so we can get the n. So that's the most three important thing you have to know to solve any algorithm problem using recursion. Thanks for watching.